our next speaker will be Lee Ferrell.
And thank y'all for coming. I was having trouble trying to decide what to say to y'all, and I opened up a folder, and lo and behold, an old speech fell out. So I'm going to use a speech that I made where I announced my candidacy in April 17, 2009 at the Georgia, the 2nd Congressional District Convention in Albany. As of April 13, 2009, $12.8 trillion has been promised, loaned, or pledged by the U.S. Congress, U.S. Treasury, or Federal Reserve. Plato said 2,000 years ago in his republic, a democracy can survive until the people find out they can vote themselves a handout from the Treasury. My uncle used to have a letter on his wall. He kept it. I used to look at it when I was little, and it goes something like this. You cannot strengthen the weak by weakening the strong. You cannot lift the wage earner up by pulling the wage earner down. You cannot further the brotherhood of man by inciting class warfare. You cannot help men permanently by doing for them what they could and should do for themselves. Respectfully yours, Abraham Lincoln, Atlanta Constitution, 1865. The political pundits are smiling back at us through the TV, and they're saying, this is an emergency, this is a crisis, the Constitution is not important. People, once upon a time, there was a country that had a Constitution, and they had an immigration crisis, they had an economic crisis, they had a social crisis, they had an education crisis. And then lo and behold, the Reichstag burned down. I would submit that this emergency, this crisis, are precisely why the U.S. Constitution is more important than ever. We're a nation of laws. We're a nation of the people, by the people, for the people. We are the government. Washington's not listening, they're out of touch. The American people are not interested in the nuances and minutiae of passing bills. What they want congressmen and senators to do is do their job. Open debate, read. I mean, these folks aren't even reading before it's voted on and not veiled in secrecy. The Federalist Papers, it's a plain that our founding fathers never intended for there to be professional politicians. They wanted new, fresh individuals with new solutions to challenges. They were supposed to report back to their states when tyranny was occurring. Many of our representatives have forgotten their primary responsibility is to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States of America. Taxes are necessary. No government is perfect. But we're paying taxes on taxes, too numerous to list here. We even have to pay taxes because we die. John Adams said political parties are like foxes getting together to decide which farmer's hen house to raid next. That's why the hens need to be armed. I will fight the right to bear arms with my last dying breath. There are solutions to our financial crisis. The federal government needs to withdraw from areas of personal freedom not given to them by the Constitution of the United States. There's 10 enumerated powers. Some examples: education, agriculture, urban development. The excuse they're providing is that the states will not provide the services. Well, folks, if the states are not provide the services you need, vote all the state officials out, vote in new ones that will provide the services you need. In theory, it's impossible. Local and state governments being closest to the will of the people, it's impossible for them to gain enough power and money to be a threat to liberty. Not so with the federal government. Education is supposed to train young minds to use old solutions to new problems. It's not supposed to be designed for social engineering. We need to stop wasteful spending, duplicated programs. Repeal or suspend mark-to-market. Repeal Sarbanes-Oxley. Reinstate the Glass-Steagall Act. Stop the omnibus, the earmarks, and report. We need to stop outsourcing our jobs to other countries. Politicians are talking about incentives to bring them back. Well, folks, they moved over there. They don't have to deduct for withholding. They don't have to deduct for unemployment. They don't have to deduct for millions and millions of dollars worth of compliance costs. It's going to take quite a, I mean, this didn't happen overnight. It's not going to be fixed overnight. The last Levi company left the United States. They were paying $14 an hour. In Mexico, they're paying $14 a day. You see the price of Levi's go down? And I also ask you this, where in the U.S. Constitution does a lone congressman, a lone senator, get the authority to write an earmark? Appropriation bills are the sole jurisdiction of the U.S. House of Representatives. They must originate in the U.S. House of Representatives. They do not start in the Senate and then go down to the House like the one they just voted on, the health care bill. They must, they shall. There's no wiggle room there. We're not arguing over what does if mean. We need to abolish the Internal Revenue Service and replace it with the current system with a fair tax, repealing all other taxes. This is a simple system where we don't have 63,000 pages of regulation. My Democratic opponent has voted for anchor babies, chain immigration, sanctuary cities, giving Social Security illegal aliens twice. He's voted against the people twice on eminent domain. He voted for the $700 billion Wall Street bailout. He voted for cap and trade. He voted for the current health care bill. People in 16 years, Mr. Bishop sponsored 22 bills. 22. 21 of them were salutary or congratulatory. He couldn't even get them passed. The only bill that passed was a bill giving TRICARE to guard and reserve for 90 days after they got out. He's co-sponsored over 486 bills and only 9 have passed. He's been declared derelict by the Black Congressional Caucus in 2008. The Blue Dogs warned y'all this was coming. They told y'all to vote for his opponent. I support effective and assertive foreign policy. Limited, efficient government, traditional family values, fiscal responsibility, low taxes, free enterprise, protecting our troops, energy independence, defeating terrorism, and our borders. Folks, as an airport security policeman, I was qualified up to and including industrial espionage, industrial sabotage, and protection of the United States President. This is a national security issue. In 2008, they were sending home $22 billion a year of our wealth. As of this year, now $44 million of our wealth, billion of our wealth is going to Mexico. That's already over $400 billion a year. I support the sanctity of life. Separation of church and state. The church is supposed to be protecting the state, not the state from the church. Think about that. Benjamin Franklin was asked by a woman after the Constitution was written, what have you done? And he said, Madam, we've given you the republic, if you can keep it. Thomas Jefferson said any government powerful enough to give you anything you want is powerful enough to take everything you have. I stood the post for you once before the rifle. I asked before you let me stand the post again with a weapon more powerful than my rifle. Your one vote